Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Persona 5 Royal. It is May 23rd, and we've got Yusuke.
I wanted to tell you something.
He wants to tell us something.
Madarame was talking to a lawyer. I suppose he's serious about suing. I think we should advance our plans. Why don't we go to the palace today?
So, we are gonna go to the palace today, but we do have a few things we need to take care of first, so let's just give a second.
True. You never know what will happen in the palace. We should prepare thoroughly. It's good having a calm, rational person nearby. I'm counting on you.
Well, he's very trusting very early. I guess after what happened, can't really blame him. But let's go to school and see what we got today. So we got some questions. Madarame, the maestro of the art world. Artists with that good of an eye are rare in Japan. I wonder if he has synesthesia. Yes, regarding synesthesia, one of many English terms that come from Greek root words. Haven't heard of it? It's a condition where your senses can cross over with each other, like seeing music as a color. There are all kinds of varieties, though some sense combinations are more common than others. We call people who experience this phenomenon, I have no synesthetis? I hope that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. Mr. Amamiya, you were staring off into space, weren't you? Well, your number's up. The root words of synesthesia are sin and estesis. What do they mean? Don't know Greek. That's okay. She wants to know what the root words mean. It's all Greek to me, but I can give it a try. Here, let's think about this. It'll be easier if we put our heads together. Okay, so let's start with sin. I can think of a lot of other words too, like synergy and synchronicity and synthesis. If we think about what these words have in common, then maybe sin means together. That's it, yeah, sin means together, or a combination of something. And aesthesis means, that's a little like the word aesthetics. I wonder if it means senses? Yeah, that's it. Sounds like we know the definition of the root words, so that means the full word basically means the senses coming together. Nice. Yeah, that's it. Phew, we really gotta stay on our toes in this class. I could use a snack after all this brain power. Let's get a treat after this. It's not a bad idea. Good. You've been studying. Unfortunately, synesthesia is something that you have to be born with. You can't learn it. Some of the geniuses over the course of history have had synesthesia. The composer Franz Liszt instructed his orchestra to play the color purple. The poet Arthur Rimbaud was also said to see colors in letters. Yep. All sorts of famous people had synesthesia. I didn't know Liszt had that until I played this game, and if you've ever played something by Liszt on piano, you know that dude had some crazy noodly spaghetti fingers. Dude wrote some crazy stuff for piano. Seeing colors and sounds and letters and feeling shapes and flavors and numbers. Was that right? Flavors? It was, okay. Geniuses and common people see the world differently. Were you able to understand that? Yeah, synesthesia, huh? That's fascinating. Although the reason Madarame sees the world differently is because of his distorted desires. Yeah, a little unfortunate. Maybe he does have synesthesia, and he just smells money. Which I guess you can actually smell money. Anyway, this is cool. So this chalkboard will actually change throughout the course of the game. And let's examine it real quick. Wait, is this supposed to be the Phantom Thieves logo? Looks kind of dumb. Yeah. So it is Ryuji's logo. It looks a little bit different from the logo that you're used to seeing everywhere else. But maybe, just maybe, since we have a new artist friend, he might be able to help us out with a redraw of this logo. But anyway, for now, we are going to go ahead and buy all of the SP recovery items, which I will cut to. Okay, and now that we have done that, everything's restocked. We'll have to wait till next week. It's time for our next infiltration. So let's summon everybody to the hideout and let us kind of formally induct our new member, Yusuke.
Yusuke, we still need to explain the basics to you, don't we?
Oh, you mean about the metaverse and the nav? Yeah, I guess that stuff is pretty important.
Please elaborate.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. First, the metaverse spots where we act as the Phantom Thieves are called palaces. Palaces are worlds that take form from someone's cognition, a materialization of their reality.
So do we each hold palaces within ourselves as well?
No, not just anyone will have one. It's primarily those with strong, distorted desires.
They basically gotta be criminals. Real bastards like Kamoshida or Madarame.
On the other hand, palaces can't exist within persona users. It's just impossible for them to form. Basically, your persona is the true feelings of your heart, which arise from accepting your inner shadow. Then, since you have full control over your emotions, there's no way your desires can get distorted.
So that's how it works.
Obviously, I knew that. Oh yeah, and we use the Metaverse Nav app on our phones to get into that world.
It's actually pretty simple. Just say a person's name, location, and distortion, then you're in.
Location?
So like, Madarame's would be shack. Then his distortion is that he thinks it's a museum.
How do you know what their palace is going to look like if you've never set foot in it before?
That part's kinda like a quiz or something. It'll probably get pretty tricky from here on out, too.
I feel as though I have a good grasp on the basic concepts. If anything arises which I fail to understand, I'll rely on those more experienced than myself.
Yeah, I got you covered, newbie.
You should probably ask Morgana if you need anything.
Thinking back to Madarame, though, I can't believe he'd consider pressing charges.
Yes, I've never seen him show such anger before. He is most likely quite serious about that.
What should we do? There's no way we'll be able to win if that happens.
He likely won't act on that threat until the final day of the exhibit, June 5th. Simply put, I doubt he would be so foolish as to taint his name with a trial during his exhibition.
Alright, so we just gotta steal Madarame's heart by then? There's no way we're gonna let him press charges. We'll show people who he really is.
Alrighty. Well, with that out of the way,
Okay,
let us infiltrate, shall we? We got a little bit of the way through the last time we were here. I guess 2 times ago, and then I guess technically the last time we were here, we got rid of that big door.
Oh yeah. We haven't decided on the new recruit's code name yet.
It has to be Kitsune. You know, with that Kitsune mask and everything.
Hell yeah! That really leaves an impression.
Are you talking about me?
What do you want your name over here to be?
Well, I'd say Da Vinci.
Nope. Well, you've got that mask like On said, and there's that weird tail. Alright, you're Aburage.
Very well.
He's agreed to it?
It's decided then. Aburage.
Nuh-uh, not happening. Do you have any ideas, Joker?
Yeah, I mean, we can't go with Clown. How about Fox? Fox sounds good.
Oh, just keep it literal, huh? Sounds good to me.
What do you think, Fox?
It's acceptable.
It's set then. Let's go.
All right, welcome aboard, Fox. Welcome aboard. Let me just double check my party.
By the way, we should have Joker decide who our starting lineup is from here on out.
Starting lineup? You mean the ones who'll be going in first?
Yeah. Now that Fox has joined us, it'll be harder to move around as a group. We'll stand out more too. Considering how we've operated to this point, we should have 4 starters. Anyone else can be backup.
And I guess we always gotta have our leader with us, right?
Exactly. That's why we'll have Joker choose the remaining 3.
And what should the backup do? Would it be best for them to stay outside of the palace?
No. They should come in as well, but maintain a reasonable distance from the main group. In other words, the starting lineup is the first wave of our infiltration force. Well, we'll leave the team composition to you, Joker.
Yeah, so this is just party organization. You can only have 4 people in the party at a time. So who do I want to do for this? Well, let's do Morgana, because he's the lowest level. And let's do On as well, just to try to balance things out. And let's go ahead and warp all the way to that big door that we just opened.
We've arrived. Now
We have. Let's get going. This will be a good one. I'm excited. The rest of this palace shouldn't take too long, and I do enjoy this palace. It's a great second palace. I really enjoy the dungeons in this game. They're so much fun. Oh, this not voice acted. Sweet, the security's still down. All thanks to my hard work.
Huh?
What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. Come on, let's keep going. Well, like I said, I do really love the palaces in this game. They're such a huge step up over P4 and P3. If you've watched my main channel and you've seen my P3P video, you know I'm not a fan of Tartarus very much. I do actually really enjoy it in Reload. I thought that was a great change that they made. Although, I still think it struggles from being just a little too boring. There's not a ton to do in Tartarus, but we have more brochures. Do you think we could take another pamphlet? Yeah, let's take it with us. It is shining at us. We've got to get the sparklies.
Hey,
Hey, ain't this pamphlet different from the one we got before? You're right, it says the second out of 2. So, we get the rest of the map. Now we can use it to figure out where the treasure is. I suspect it's in the innermost part of this palace. If that's the case, the most suspicious spot seems like this main hall here.
It looks like.
We'll need to pass through this lounge and the gallery in order to reach it. The deeper in we go, the tighter security is going to be. We need to advance carefully, okay? Yeah. We'll be fine. Nothing bad's ever happened. We've never had people, like, bleeding, having blood come out of their face because they're ripping their mask off. Or a crazy gym teacher in underwear and a cape mocking us and shutting us in prison. Nothing bad would ever happen in this game. And that door is locked. Well, since we're kind of getting in the middle of things again, I guess I can go ahead and do some more. Just kidding. I was going to say bios, but we got a little bit of dialogue. It feels like I might touch them accidentally. Let's be careful as we go through here, okay? So there are some tripwires. Anyway, so on to the bios. First up, might as well do Goemon Yusuke's persona. So, Goemon's full name is Ishikawa Goemon. His original name was Goro Kichi, and he was a Japanese outlaw. There are only 2 historical sources that mention his name. He failed at assassinating Shogun Hideyoshi Toyotomi. Yes, that's how you say that. And then what he's most known for is, unfortunately, his execution. He was boiled alive. Yeah, he was boiled alive, which just sounds so pleasant. I can't imagine that. But he did kind of eventually come to be known as a sort of Robin Hood type figure. You know, steal from the rich, give it to the poor. And his legend particularly spread very far in the 19th and 20th century. So, kind of weird historical information on him. I guess that's all I have. All of the information that I'm getting for these bios comes from the Megaten Wiki. But in terms of stats, which I will get to in a second after I read this, hey, there's a strong
one over there. We've seen that kind before.
Why is this voice acted of all things?
His stance conveys the notion that he is no ordinary foe.
I think the control room's behind him. He's probably guarding it to make sure nobody gets too close. However, we'll need to disarm the security if we want to ensure we have a safe infiltration route. Forcing our way through seems to be our only option.
Well, let's force our way through.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. I mean, I walked up to
Who are
him.
you? How did you get in here?
I mean, we just walked through the door.
Well, that won't be the case here.
Alright, got a fun little mini-boss. We got a dude with wings and a horn thing? I don't know what that is. But, regardless, let's take him down. And that is one of the many reasons why I love that gun that you get from Iwai in Untouchable. It's so strong. It's so good. If you ever get a chance to put, or I guess have a weapon, a gun specifically, with a chance to shock, oh boy, it is so good. So strong. But I've mentioned that plenty of times before. But if you didn't know, Kitsune is a type of... It's considered kind of a trickster type of thing, which is why, obviously, we're tricksters. That's our whole thing with Persona 5. This is one of the inspirations for Yusuke's outfit. And Kitsunes would, like, worm their way into people's fingernails and make them bleed, which I don't know if it's from the game or the anime or both, but Yusuke's like scratches the ground and it becomes bloody. That's another inspiration for that. So it's a cool design, both like aesthetically, but also just the different things that they did with Yusuke's Awakening, which I loved hearing about that for the first time.
That guy was tough. I guess that's just par for the course in a palace.
It really was on a totally different level from the other enemies, though.
He dropped some sort of card.
Skill cards. So a skill card is a special type of item that you can use to teach your persona a skill. They can only be used on Joker's personas, and it will be consumed upon use, so use them wisely.
What's this for? I've never seen anything like it.
Ain't it just some kind of loot? Come on, let's get back to exploring.
Yeah, so these are a good way just to kind of round out your persona, I guess, lineup. But let's go ahead and open this chest and see what we get. Anything good? Anything for Yusuke? A sword. I'm just gonna call it a sword. And yep, go ahead and take it, my dude.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's just something that I really liked. A cool little side detail about Yusuke's Awakening and, I guess, design. It appears that the control room is for security. Let's turn that shit off already. I agree. Let's turn that shit off. Please input the password. We have to look around for somebody who may know it. All right. Is it going to be hello? I wonder who might know it. Do we have to find another guard? That might be the best option. Crappy portrait. Love to see it in an art museum. I hear the intruders already got past the central guard and security. Yeah, I just got a call earlier to change the password here too. What to? It better not be simple. Well, I was having some trouble coming up with a good one. For now, I set it to the numbers for Lord Madarame's feet. Lord Madarame's feet? What are you talking about? Let's get back on duty. There's a chance the intruders are nearby. Madarame's feet? The hell is that supposed to mean? Maybe his shoe size? Yo, Fox, you know that bastard shoe size?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, I have never heard him mention it. Are we sure that's the proper password? Madarame's feet. What do you think that could mean? Well, I guess we know Madarame does OnlyFans on the side. Oh, I got caught. Why is the security level at 45%? The hell? Why is it so high? But anyway, the rest about Goemon, because I didn't get to his in-game stats. So, Goemon, he is a mixed attacker with a focus on physical. So if On is magic, if Ryuji is physical, Yusuke is kind of like a happy medium between the two. He's not as good as On in magic or Ryuji in physical, but he kind of gets the best of both worlds. So he's good just to have there offensively if you're not looking to have anything too specific. His trait is okay. It's not great, just because it only happens, I don't know. I always found it to be not the most important trait that the team has. I think he's good to have in the team most of the time. However, that being said, because of the trait, he's not ideal because you're typically more afraid of magic attacks because of weaknesses as opposed to physical attacks, right? None of the party members, okay, I guess spoilers or whatever. None of the party members are weak to physical attacks, and not many, like, super good personas are going to be weak to physical attacks either. But I think he's kind of in the middle of the pack in terms of usability. Definitely a viable team member throughout the course of the game. I'd say pretty much all of the team members try to fill some sort of niche. There's only one team member who I was never really impressed with in terms of combat, and that kind of comes later down the line. And I'm trying my best to avoid this scary enemy so I don't get waxed. Let's look at this. This is a statue of Madarame. There's something written here. Here we praise our most holy Lord Ichiryusai Madarame, the one ray of hope in this depraved world. He stands alone at his two adept hands paint into the future. None shall ever match his excellence. Pfft, he's really puffing his chest out here, ain't he? Hold on a moment. Could this be the spot of Madarame's foot that the security guard mentioned? Is that his feet? Oh, right, but isn't the password supposed to be some kind of number? I do believe there are numbers here, though. 1, Ray of Hope, stands alone. With 2 adept hands, none shall match him. That means it's 1120. Yeah, that must be it. Sweet, let's head back and shut down the security. And I'm going to try to avoid him, because apparently I'm not good at sneaking around, because the security level's super high. I'm going to whack this guy, just because I want that to go down a little bit. But yeah, so that's Goemon. Next one on the list, we have fought this guy before, both in, oh, you blocked that, both in the Awakening and in some other instances. It is Kopa Tengu. So, Tengu are from Japanese mythology. Kopa Tengu literally translates to Leaf Tengu, and they are the smallest of the Tengus. I can keep saying Tengu over and over, and it still sounds goofy. It says here, wolves who live for a long enough time are said to become a Kopa Tengu. So that's a little bit about their historical, or I guess mythological background. In terms of stats, Intense Focus is fantastic. It's a great, great asset to have on your team. It also gets, I'm going to try to not trip these on my way back. It does get to Wage War, which is a medium chance of rage for all foes. At level 15, that can be good if you're looking for kind of a status build. It's not super great stat-wise, though, but let's get this terminal going. All right, let's try the password we found. Let's try it indeed. Password accepted, disengaging security protocol. And that gets rid of all that good stuff. I think the lasers are still there to open all sorts of stuff. We'll definitely be able to go to more places now. Come on, let's get going. Let me just peek around here. I saw there were a bunch of chests, and you know, we can't get there from here. We are phantom thieves, and it would be just a shame, I say, to not grab those chests. We gotta go all the way around. We're taking the long way. It's fine, though. What do we got in this one? Dizzy Vial S, and with this one, it looks like it's locked. Yep. So let's use one of the many, many lockpicks that we have. Is it another something for Yusuke? No, Beat Chain. That's okay. Was there a door over here? Oh, I could have just gone that way. I'm smart. But anyway, let's go through this area, and it does look like we can't get through here. This painting is glowing a weird blue. We can examine it. What do they have to say?
This is amazing.
What a giant painting. Indeed, it bears such a bizarre texture as well. It's as though I could simply slip inside. What the? You good, dude? You okay? My hand had actually entered the painting. So we can go inside of it? Well, I don't see any other path for us to take. Let's give it a try. And if we go up and we press A, we can jump into the painting. How dare you trample on my tranquil bamboo garden with those grimy feet? You shall not leave alive. What the heck was that? We're probably just hearing Madarame's thoughts. There's no need to panic. Madarame. And we can jump from painting to painting. Oh, we're in another painting. So this space is not merely one, but a multitude of paintings. You're telling me they're all connected? Which ones go where? That we'll just have to continue walking to find out.
Joker.
Hey, Joker, can't you spot the connections with your skills? Yeah, can't you press ZL? Jump? Oh. I always have a hard time just distinguishing where everything is. So he dares calls us thieves with who? Oh my gosh. Whatever. The one who has sullied the very nature of art itself has no right to accuse us of such a thing. Save your emotions for later. We have to keep moving. Well, there is a little thing for us to snack here. Snag? And we can crawl through this ventilation shaft, and we should be able to... Hey, don't go staring at my butt. What are you talking about? I don't know, I stare at Ryuji's butt. He seems like a nice guy. He'd be fun to have around. And, yep, there's a door here, and it looks like there's a safe room to the left of us, which I am going to go into real quick. So I'd always recommend going into a safe room as soon as you get there, just because it serves as kind of like a restart checkpoint if you do die, so you don't have to go all the way back and redo a bunch of progress. But let's take on this dude, if I can get the ambush to work. There we go. Is this going to be a new shadow that I can get? Could really use... Okay, yeah, we can make this work. Who do I want to whack? I don't remember what your weakness is. Up. Not gun. Okay, no go on gun. That's okay. I know I hit a crit last time. Should I try again? I'll try again. I should not have tried again. Oh, let's go! I didn't expect that to work. Usually it does the cut-in effect. I'm surprised that didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? Oh, you resist that. I'm stupid. Let's just... Never mind. Shouldn't have done that. You're Tabufu. That's right. Yeah, see, there's the cut-in. Why didn't Morgana get that? You usually get that during a cut-in, and I need to hit that Jack Frost with fire. So another reason why I like shotguns so much is because you don't use SP with Joker, which you typically run out the most with. But, let's go with the Possessed Dog Ghost. It's level 14. Lend me your power. Then let's talk. Once me understand you, me lend you my power.
Poor thing, it looks scared to
It looks
death.
scared to death. Me not understand. How did human art spark me? Me not understand in what way you superior to me. Cuteness. That worked. Maybe if use human standards, me not know. All humans look same to me, so do all beasts. Me know humans take joy in raising descendants, your future generation. So me have to ask. You given much thought. What if you go to place where you could die at any moment? Which of these would be the best? I'm not comfortable with this. I've thought about it. Oh, you cannot make up your mind. That actually very human of you. And we get Inugami. We'll get to Inugami in a second. Next persona on my list, and I'm doing these in this order because I don't want to forget about one. But let's just get rid of Pixie for now. It's level 2. We don't need it in combat. Next persona on my list is Onmoriki, which we actually did see in the previous fight, so maybe I should have grabbed him, but it's whatever.
Okay.
So Onmoriki comes from Shinto mythology. It is a bird demon created from the spirits of freshly dead corpses. Where do they find... Why is all the inspiration in this game so creepy? I don't understand. They are said to harass priests that don't tend to their sutras. And more modern depictions show that they're it's a little more comical in a way. They show it as kind of a roasted chicken, which is the way that Persona kind of decided to depict them. In terms of stats,
Come on.
we'll do that in a second. More big paintings just like the ones we saw before. There is something off about these though. Look, there are even 2 frames with no paintings at all. Why don't we go take a closer look? Okay, in terms of stats, it's an okay magic user. It does get Aha, which is weak curse damage, if you didn't pass it down for Arsene or somehow managed to lose it along the way.
Let's look somewhere
And
else.
Intense Focus is good for it. So it does have some uses. It does kind of fall off towards the end of this palace, especially just because you get it early in the palace, and then as you go, enemies level up. That's kind of a general thing with Personas in this game. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump down and jump into some of these paintings. Ain't this just like the last time? You know, with the secret passage inside and everything. It looks like these ones are all completely different.
What to do?
There are even frames with no paintings at all. That's strange, but we don't have a choice. Let's go, Joker. Well, let's go talk to the camels. Alas, this world is a desert filled with laymen who could not understand true beauty. The slow drain of my skill is inevitable when I'm surrounded by such mediocrity. So he's gonna blame the world for his declining skill? That bastard never had any real talent to begin with. Where can we go? We can go to the right. And we got a nice little thing here, a mountain and the little gate, whatever it's called. The gods, even in their dormancy, are worshipped constantly. People gather under shrine gates, offer their money, and return home fully satisfied. Art is practically the same. In the end, it's all just a matter of imagination. Even if that's true, that doesn't give you the right to be deceiving people. Well, we've got 2 options. Let's go up here, through the gate. Hard work is not what makes a sapling grow thick with green leaves. Too many young people do not see the true value in youth these days. What fools. Is it truly wrong for an expert to cause, such as myself, to capitalize on that youth before it wastes away? What the heck? He's basically saying he's jealous of young talent. Look at me. I was turned into a cat, but I'm still fighting. Age isn't a valid excuse. So, I always had trouble with this one. We can jump out of the painting and press the button. I wanted to press the button. Anyway, please, there we go. And if we do that, we get a new painting, a nice little ship.
Whoa.
Look, another painting. So passing through one hidden route leads to the formation of another. What an elaborate ruse. It's highly likely there is a new path through the paintings. We should investigate, Joker. I agree. We can also there's a little area down here that we might want to pop into at some point. But I'm pretty sure I can jump up here. I've always had trouble with this specific painting, and I don't know why, but we're back at the start. Wait, this camel? We're back at the first freaking one. So they're not connected exactly as they seem. We'll have to keep trying until we find the right way. Okay, well, let's just go through here. And let's go through this one since we didn't go this way. And we are back at the boat. Could a ship skirt across the ocean if its crew had to constantly worry about what sea life may lie below? Art, life, water, they're all identical. The one who is sent to the summit is the victor. So he's using all those pretty words, but he's basically saying people are like stepping stones. That's just like what he did with all those kids, crushed them for his art. What a piece of shit. So, is that an octopus? It's pretty damn big. Do you think it's safe for us to approach? Nah, it's fine. We're chilling. We're vibing. I guess it's just a painting after all. I guess we'll be okay. We were not indeed fine. And since we got kicked out, that was a valiant effort. We get punished with some enemies. Oh god, those are...
There's a powerful looking
I didn't realize it was that strong. I just wanted to show that to goof off. How do I want to do this? I think I'll be okay. Yeah. I am not okay. Oh god!
That's a rare one.
I mean, I don't think I have a nuke skill on Joker. That's not right.
Nuclear power is
I don't. Okay, can I down it with shock? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, that went from okay to not okay to weird very quickly. I don't, is that always a treasure demon and I just forgot about it? I can't remember. I knew the octopus spawned enemies and threw you down. That's why I wanted to show that. Do I not have a nuke skill on anybody? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I knew that the octopus would put us down here and spawn enemies. I didn't realize one of them was a red enemy, and I didn't realize this was a treasure demon, so even after... Oh, this is awkward. Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay, I'll be fine. I guess after even like 400 hours in this game and probably 500-600 in the series, I still forget things. But yeah, the battles in this game are fun. I guess since I'm talking about the series, I might as well keep going. But, you know, I really like P4. I guess Golden, because I've only played Golden. And I really liked... Oh, am I gonna be okay? Oh, God.
too reckless.
Anyway, I loved Golden. I think its dungeons could definitely use some work. They are kind of just hallways. There is story thrown in here and there, which does help. But they're really just a bunch of hallways. And Tartarus... Please don't move next. Okay. And Tartarus, at least in past versions of P3, is just an unbelievable slog. It literally ruined the game for me. And at least with Reload, like, they added so many different things to kind of spice things up. Like, you've got kind of treasure demon-ish enemies. I forgot what they're called, but like they're the little hand things, like the golden hands, but not normally. It's like you chase them a little bit and then you battle them. That helped. And what else helped? The Monad doors and the Monad passages were super cool. And we're back at the camels again, but you know, the palaces in this game in particular are just so much better. Can I jump down here? I can jump down. Okay. So that was the right way. And if we press this button, we get a new one.
Oh.
Another painting. There are no longer any empty frames at this point. I bet there's a new path again, too. Let's get in there and check it out.
I can see it.
But, you know, these dungeons, not only do they feel like actual places and like levels that are designed instead of just randomly generated stuff, but it also feels like they merge the gameplay and the storytelling so well. Like, obviously you've got the shadows and everything, but then like the painting stuff is super, super cool that I've always really loved. And I'm pretty sure I can jump up here. I've just never been able to figure it out. How do I get up there? Please? Yes, okay, it's here. It took me so long to find that on my first playthrough, and that's the only bad part about this is it's very ambiguous. Beauty is merely a mirage. Transforming that into money is what brings about true happiness. My fine mansion, my lifestyle among the chosen few, Those things are the true art. So running your atelier out of a shabby, run-down shack was simply an act after all. How foolish I was to have been deceived for so long. Fox. Come on, man. It wasn't just you. It was everybody. Sweet, this has got to be the end. How despicable. We've encountered so many of his paintings, yet not once did he mention a love for art. These are no paintings. They're just meaningless self-assertions placed into picture frames. I'm excited to see how the change of heart alters him. Now, let's hurry. I agree. I mean, the change of heart is always good. Especially with somebody like Kamoshida, but we'll see how it plays out this time. And I do see an enemy right there, so I'm going to try to not run straight into him. I ran straight into him. I was trying to get an ambush. Anyway, let's... Oh, I'm slower. Oh, that's awkward. Also, yeah, that is On's downed posed. Yeah, that's a thing. The developers like On a lot. And I can't baton pass to her, that's awkward. Anyway, some other... Oh, I also don't really know what to do here. Who's next? You're next. Are you weak to that? You're not weak to that. Okay. You're frozen, though. Let's go. That's awesome. So, next on the chopping block is Amano Uzume. We have not encountered Amano Uzume yet. However, it is possible to get her in this palace. So, Amano Uzume is the goddess of dawn, meditation, revelry, and the arts in Shinto belief. Famous for being a part of the story when Amaterasu, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the sun god. I've never known how to pronounce this. I should probably just look it up. Amaterasu. Anyway, it's the name of the main character in Okami. I know that. I've never been able to pronounce it right. I probably heard it before and just can't remember it. Anyway, and we got Shiki Oji here, and I didn't heal. That is unfortunate. So, do I want to just flee here? Not that. I'm just gonna flee. It's fine. But it's also famous for being a part of the story, and it danced in front of the other gods naked, got laughed at, and that drew the sun god out of her cave and eventually led to her reemergence. So that's kind of the background on Amano Uzume. Stat-wise, really good all-arounder, especially for at this point in the game. It gets Mazio, Magaru, and Medea all just like right off the bat, which is incredibly helpful. Oh lord. Focus. And it absorbs fire too, which can be incredibly helpful. You know, On's got that resist, but doesn't get the absorb, and I think it's a great pick for right now, both as just a general persona, and it's also just really good fusion material, especially because you do have all of those different multi-target skills and Medea right off the bat. So that's super good. Next, do I want to try to negotiate this? I don't know. I get good experience from getting the new A. I'll go for the negotiation. So we'll save the next bio for later. Let's negotiate with on Moroki, which is what I talked about. So, lend me your power, then let's talk. I gotta find out if you're a weird human or not.
That one looks pretty gloomy, but don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Just go say hi. Hey, so you know I'm just a little kid, right? You're supposed to go easy on kids. Are you stupid? Do you go to school and get stupid grades? Shut up. Ah, I know you're stupid, but it's okay. You can at least tell the truth. Hey, how come you keep coming here? I want to know. Ain't people your age supposed to be out on dates and stuff like that? Yeah. Right after this kid. Oh, damn it, I didn't get the negotiation. I should have just talked about a persona and gone for the auto attack. Anyway, up next is Shisa. Shisa is a protective deity from Okinawan mythology. It's placed on roofs or in front of doorways to ward off bad spirits and also welcome good ones, so kind of gargoyle-ish. Not entirely, obviously, but similar-ish idea in terms of the statue sense. And this is Amano Uzume right here. But good things for this is that it does get wind. It does get fry right off the bat. So that can be good. We do have the... Oh, you have Magaru. Oh, Lord. Oh, I forgot I didn't get initiative. What are you guys weak to? Wind. Okay. Are they next? No. Okay, I think I'll be okay here. So, you get Fry. You also get Skullcracker, which is medium physical damage, which is good. And its stats are pretty super even across the board. So, can I kill? I don't think I can even kill you. I'll have to go for an all-out attack. So yeah, that is Shisa. Next on the list is Inugami. I don't think I can negotiate. Oh, I can. Ooh. Do I want to negotiate with Amino Uzume? I'm really low on health. Oh, I'm so low. I don't want to mess this up. I'm just going to auto attack. I can get it later. Inugami is next. Inugami translates to Dog God. Oh, that didn't kill. Oh, no. Okay. I'm okay. I'm chilling. See? Because it's ice. Haha, so funny. Inugami! With all that awkwardness out of the way, it's a canine yokai who seeks revenge to avenge or protect their owner. They are sometimes summoned, but they are very independent. And while they're able to exist kind of on their own, they are very, very loyal. So that's a good boy as long as you're not trying to attack the owner. Where am I? How did I get here? Oh, right. I think there's still stuff up here, and I don't want to drop down just quite yet. It's just a thing, just a tin clasp. So glad I went back for that. Anyway. So, stat-wise, it's an okay physical attacker. It has some status skills, but generally speaking, there are going to be better offensive options. It does have 3 blocks, though, so if you're looking for a defensive persona who doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, that could be a good option. And if I remember correctly, yeah, there's a treasure chest here, there's a button for us to press, a bunch of different things. We get a bead, just like Mardi Gras. Although we didn't have to flash anybody, so that's good. And we open the door to this next will seed. Let's just hop down. Please, Joker. There we go. Sometimes the controls can be a little finicky, but nothing too bad. Oh, I remember playing Assassin's Creed for the first time. I got Black Flag for free for Xbox Live, and I remember playing it and just being like so thrown off by all of the controls. Like I'd be running down a hall perfectly fine, just holding straight on the control stick, and then out of nowhere the character would just like veer off to the right and go up a ladder or something. It was super bizarre. And I could never get over that, and I never finished the game because I always thought the controls were really weird. But we've got a new room here. Let's check it out. All MC Escher. It's cool. I like it. Shit, what the hell is up with this place? There's so much gold, it's hurting my eyes.
For real?
Distortion is especially bad here. It's barely holding up. Plus, it's not even on our map. So we must ascertain the truth through our eyes alone. Looks like it. What a weird area. This is definitely one of the cooler areas in a palace, especially because... Can I jump on this? No, okay. Especially because it's not on our map, so we can't use that to help us out. But there are ways to find the path forward. Obviously, the enemies are probably going to be where we want to go, but there is a chest here. We get a black rock. I'm pretty sure I know what this is for. I just want to double check. Yes, okay, so we'll be able to get to that later. We can't use it right now, and I also don't want to go up here quite yet. But let's go ahead and get to the next bio. The next on the list is Makami. Makami can see into the hearts of people, and by doing that, it will protect the good ones and then punish the bad ones. They are feared among people as a human eater. And that's really all the information I have on kind of the mythology side. In-game, it does get Mafrai, which is a spread nuke damage to all enemies. That's at level 17, which is good. It is good for fishing for technicals with its trait, but not too much else. It's not bad, but it's not great. But there's a wall here.
How could this
I thought I'd seen everything there was to see of this distorted world, but to think it would conjure up such a bizarre place. So, like, which way are we supposed to go? I didn't see any other ways forward. Did you?
Huh?
Ah, what's this? Yeah, just peel back the wall. It's fine, Ryuji. Whoa, the part of the wall was peeling, so I pulled it off. That wasn't an actual wall? I see, so it was camouflaged. We may have been trapped here for eternity had you not noticed.
Nice.
Oh, nice work, Skull. You did it. Sure, but you know I just got lucky, right? Dude, just take the compliment. There might be some more walls up ahead like this, so let's keep an eye on it. Skull, you bloody genius. Whoa, did we just warp? It seems even the paths beyond these apertures are distorted in the same way as this room. Yeah, it looks like it. But I guess we just have to keep going through these doorways and find the right way. And look at what we have here.
Hey, look at this.
Huh, why is this painting here? It's probably some kind of illusion. We're in a palace after all. Well, I guess the painting itself might be correct though. You say correct, but aren't they all counterfeit? Although maybe the real one's here too. I wonder. Either way, the fact that this is here might mean it's connected to this space in some way. So, we go up and examine this Sayuri. This painting, is it the Sayuri?
Hey.
Isn't that a fake? I mean, this is Madarame's palace. There's an obvious difference if you look closely. It shouldn't be too difficult to tell them apart. Yeah, maybe it's obvious for you. What do you think, Joker? Yeah, dude, it's the shirts. It's the real thing. That's correct. It seems you have quite the eye for detail, Joker. For real? That's amazing.
It's beautiful.
The vibrant crimson clothes, her beautiful hair, the sublime balance between the subject and the background. This may only be an illusion, but is without a doubt a spitting image of the true Sayuri. Yeah. All those fancy words, Yusuke. I just want to go beat up this crazy artist, and it did fly away. So let's go follow it. Does look like there's some other doors, but the thing flew this way and it turned yellow. And we jump over here. Oh, isn't this somewhere new? Seeing past the false image has opened a path to the truth. The golden place filled with counterfeit work is a prime example of the alchemy of Madarame's brain. And here, just as in his reality, he entraps those who cannot see through his flying facade. You might be right. No wonder the distortion is so strong here. Hey, so what does this mean? I think it means finding the real Sayuri should break through the distortion and open a path. So do we just gotta check them all out? Why would we do that? Let's just look for the real one. Assuming we can differentiate it. Well, these look close, but they're missing something in the background. That one, like the third one looks okay, but, you know, this wall looks a little suspicious.
I should have known.
Oh, it's just a chest. I thought it'd be a real one. Oopsies, it's definitely this one. The other ones are missing the tree.
Well.
Yep, it's the true one. No mistaking it, Joker. Thanks, Yusuke. Thanks for the vote of confidence. And we get a new pathway to explore. So let's jump through there. Probably gonna be more paintings to discern. There is, I assume I can break this. Yep. Another mask. Is there anything over here? Yep. So let's go ahead and peel this back. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, we did it. Let's take a look around. Let's get this chest. This is definitely the right one. I don't know what's the difference between these two, but I know for sure that this is the right one.
Hey.
Yep, it's the real thing.
Well.
So, where does that lead us to next? Hopefully the end, or just down in the depths of hell. Where did it fly off to? It's like Percy's shoes and Percy Jackson. We're just flying to Tartarus. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Where is this thing leading? What the hell's going on here? We've seen all the false images. Something must have changed somewhere. Where did it change? Is it over here? Do we go through the blue? I can't quite remember. Maybe it's the yellow. I can't remember. I mean, worst case scenario, we just... Oh, isn't this somewhere near? There we go. Just be careful, okay? The distortion is growing much stronger the deeper we go. Aha, there we go, there we go. And I do have two Wilsies, right? I'm not crazy. Menu? Oh, I can't look at the map. Right, because it's distorted. So let's go through this door. Where does this lead us?
Isn't that...
just as I expected. Madarame.
That
Then the
means-
treasure is behind him. It's kind of hard to tell from here. Let's get a closer look. Yeah, that looks like him, and that looks like the treasure.
There it is.
Doesn't it look a bit hazy?
For the time being. Once we send the card and make Madarame aware it'll be stolen, it'll materialize like yoo-hoo!
I wonder what form it will take.
Who knows? Bet it's something like a self-portrait.
The source of what distorted Madarame's reality this much.
So, what now? Think it's safe to say we got a route set?
We know where the treasure is, but I'm not sure that we've necessarily secured the route.
Huh? Why's that?
You must be talking about the infrared lasers surrounding it.
That, and the outer perimeter is swarming with guards. Forcing our way through will be difficult.
So we'll need to find a way to steal it, too. This is tougher than it was with Kamoshida.
We just have to make one final push. Let's check this floor.
All right, let's check this floor. Let's see what we got here. It looks like there's a safe room. Yep, right here, which is helpful, so we don't have to redo all that painting stuff again. And in case you couldn't tell, we're kind of at the last room, so I'm going to kind of speed through these last few Persona bios because I thought I could get through them sooner than I could. So up next is Nue. We have encountered Nue recently. It has the head of the monkey, and I hope this doesn't have more dialogue. Head of a monkey, arms and legs of a tiger, body of a raccoon, tail of a snake. It is kind of like a Japanese chimera, you know, Edward. Control room. I think we can turn off the lasers here. According to legend, the Emperor of Japan became sick, a samurai fired an arrow into a cloud, dead Nue fell in. There is apparently a mound that exists where the body is found, blah, blah, blah. Don't need a password. Let's turn off the lasers. Stat-wise, very strong for right now. It does get Maeha and Mamudo, which is multi-target insta-kill. It gets Assault Dive, which is heavy physical damage at level 25. Mighty Gaze is great, and you can definitely use it now. It's super good if you can negotiate for it. Huh, nothing happened. Error, only Lord Madarame can access this terminal. The heck? Seems disabling the infrared lasers is not within the realm of possibility for us. Let's try the other ones too. Okay, shut off the main power. Does that work? I guess you can turn the lights out. What is the meaning of this? I'm not sure. It seems we've lost power. The backup generator should bring it up in no time. And they do, so that doesn't really work. What a nasty surprise. Could this also be... Hey, someone! Came back on pretty damn fast. Yeah, and the infrared lasers remained active even during the power outage. So we'll only be able to turn the power off in there for a few seconds. Wait a second, aren't those guards that just ran out headed our way? What else should we try? We might be in trouble if we don't hurry. I mean, I guess I can't back out, so let's open the shutters. Just let them all in, why not? Sounds like a good plan. Probably gonna have to fight our way out of here anyway. Right? All right. Now there are more places we can explore. Anybody gonna walk in? Who would have thought? There's a guard. So you're the ones who tamper with the electricity. Crap, we got company. Okay, and while I'm doing this fight, next up on the Persona bio list is Shiki-Oji. Shiki-Oji we've seen before. It is one of my personal favorites in this game and just general SMT, just because I like the design so much. I think it's cool. You block gun, that's awkward. Shiki-Oji, how did that almost one-shot me? Shiki-Oji is a powerful spirit who can be summoned by only a master of yin and yang. Wow, these guys are doing a ton of damage. Maybe to ice. It is used to ward off demons. Am I dead? No, Yusuke is dead though. Used to ward off demons, and it's thought to be very, very ferocious. Almost similar to an Oni, and that's why only masters were able to summon it. How do I want to do this? Maybe you're weak to Zeo skills? Yes, there we go. Okay, it's an incredibly strong mixed attacker. It has tons of awesome blocks, which is great to have, especially right now. What else? It gets a few solid support skills. It's not too high level, so you may be able to snag one. Like, definitely use one of these if you can. You can get a lot of utility out of it. It's a very, very good Persona. Oh my god, am I gonna have to repeat this? We'll just whack them until they die. Yeah. So I love Shiki-Oji. I always have. Just from like a design standpoint, I think it looks super cool. It's super good in game. I've always liked using it. Even if I don't get the most use out of it, just because, again, you can sometimes not be high enough level to negotiate it, and it's generally pretty strong when you fight it, but love Shiki-Oji. Love him. Super cool. And this should be the end of the fight. Yep. And I think there's a little bit of dialogue after this, so I'm going to wait for the last one. Yes. Phew, that was a surprise. All we really managed to do is open the shutters.
Indeed.
On top of that, we can only turn the lights off briefly while the lasers remain unaffected. Oh well, guess we gotta go see what's past those shutters. Yeah, I guess so. Nothing past that door. So let's go this way. And last persona on my list. I am gonna get through all these. Morgana is sensing a will seed. We will get to that in a minute. But last persona on my list is Ippon-Datara. Ippon-Datara is a hermit yokai who lives in the mountains in Japan. Not many sightings of it, however, December 20th is considered especially unlucky, because if you meet one, it'll squash you. So, yet another example of just the most, that absorbs fire, of the most just absolutely lovely persona bios. I forgot to heal. Wow. I think I'll be okay. If I get this kill, yes. I think I'll be okay. Less okay. Can I get a crit? I can get a crit. Let's go, baby. Ippon-Datara, Orange of it are kind of up to debate. There's no clear, like, single explanation. But that's a little bit about that. So just don't walk out and get walloped by it, I guess. So, in game, it's another good physical attacker. Striking weight does make up for its low, kind of low-ish strength stat. It also gets good resist. It reflects wind, which is good. And I think it's generally a solid choice. Not the best, definitely not the worst, but just a solid choice. It could definitely be a good fusion material as well, because of all of the skills and things that it brings to the table. So, that is all of the persona bios for Madarame's Palace. I think I got through all of them. I'm also realizing now that my voice is starting to hurt a little bit because I've been recording for a while without a break, and obviously in Palaces there's not a ton of voice acting, so I do have to talk for the majority of it, and I left my water across the room, and I can see it right now, and I am just begging for water like a camel in a desert, but it's fine. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I'd say this is going pretty well for the most part. A little scares here and there. You know, a few iffy fights, but I feel like generally speaking, and now that I'm saying this, I think this is the will seat up ahead. Yes, it's down here. Okay. What the? They got shadows here too? I can feel a seed past this door. It might be a pain to get our hands on it though. Let me grab this first. And let's do this.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's go. Worst that can happen is I just have to start over. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Now that you've seen this place, you won't be leaving alive. And this guy. If you have seen this guy before, like if you've played this game, especially a certain palace later down the line, or if you, what am I gonna say? Or if you, especially if you played base P5, you may have nightmares from this guy. Fortunately, I looked at my notes for this, and I do remember that it's weak to wind and nuke, so I'm just gonna abuse that, because I don't really have a better option. I think I should be okay here, as long as I stay on top of heals and everything. Oh, right, you have this. Right as I said, I think I was gonna be okay. I should have Taruned. Okay, we're just gonna try this again. I'll be back.
One eternity later.
Okay, so after a long break and a bunch of different tries, I realized that I don't have the skills and I don't have the persona levels that I need to deal with that Willseed boss for right now, so I am just going to ignore it for now. I don't think that I have to fight it. I do have to fight it. God damn it. Okay. No, I don't. Okay, we're good. Just kidding. For some reason, I thought that's where it was. Yeah, I tried a lot of different combinations and nothing was really working. So I'm gonna do the rest of this palace, and once I level up a little bit more, then I'll go back and then I'll do the Will Seed fight. Some things just don't go your way, and you know what? That's okay. So let's get back to work. Where else do we have to go? We can go through this door. It looks like there's a place to go down. Yes, there's an enemy down there that I do need to be careful of. This is, okay, so I wasn't wrong. This is the Will Seed. Okay, so let's head back for now. I will deal with that at a later time. Let's go this way. I don't think we've gone this way yet. No. I go this, right, yeah. Because there's a grapple point right here. And we Tarzan swing our way across, right above the treasure, and head to the other part of this area, and let's avoid this enemy. There we go. I've been caught by that enemy a couple times. You just get kind of put in an awkward spot, so that's the way it goes. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? What's a good option? Augie, I can do that. What are you weak to? Electric. Okay. Anybody can deal with him. Or at least Ryuji can. I also swapped out Yusuke for Ryuji just because I felt like during that, whatchamacallit, that Will Seed fight, maybe he might do a little bit better. He's got the Atom Ring equipped, so we'll find out. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully... What are you weak to? You're weak to win. So, hopefully with this new party comp, some levels, some new gear here or there. Maybe I'll go fuse some more personas in the Velvet Room if things really get bad. Hopefully with all that out of the way, then I can get this sorted out. Oh, that didn't kill. I can technical you, though. Yes, good. And then I can swap over to Ryuji. Get the Zeo. There we go. Alright. Maybe I'm just underleveled because I've been sneaking past some of the harder enemies. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, this Madarame, this second arc is good. Oh, that didn't kill the Nue. Oh, that's okay. This part that's coming up, that... Oh, I can't negotiate for you. But this part coming up is one of my favorite parts of Persona 5, where they're going to kind of come up with a plan to steal the treasure, and it's really one of the only times in the game where they do actually steal the treasure. Like, it's not just, let's just go in there, take the treasure, beat up the bad guy, and then he has a change of heart. It's more of like, hey, like, let's try to figure out a way to kind of finagle this, because clearly there's a lot of stuff going on around the treasure that we can take advantage of. Like, the infrared lasers, the shutters, the lights, all the power stuff. So, you know, one of my favorite parts of the game that I think is a little underrated. Just this whole section. Yes, okay. But other than that, I think this arc is fine. You know, it's the second one. You've kind of got a feel for everything. It's not super great. It is very different from Kamoshida, because it's not like, hey, like, this guy is awful, he's actually terrible. It's more of a, hey, he seems like a nice guy, why do people want to change his hearts? Oh, and this guy wants us to save his life. Lend me your power. And we get Makami, so that actually might be helpful for the upcoming fight. I didn't even mean to do that. For whatever reason, I thought I already negotiated with it. But our stock is full. I'll get rid of Barith for now. I haven't really used him. I'll keep Huapo, which is still low leveled, but I think it's the only fire persona that I have for now, so that is probably going to be helpful. Picture scroll. What's in this room? It's like a server room. Huh, is this kind of security room too? No, it's most likely where all the mechanisms in the exhibition hall are controlled from. Given the number of hanging works, it would make sense to have a room dedicated to controlling them. The observational skills of an artist are out of this world. Okay. What does this big switch do? Please, thank you. Not a Nintendo Switch, just a switch or a lever. Do you think this moves the wires for the hanging art? It looks like Fox's deduction skills was on point. Okay, what's up here? You jump across all these different things. Okay, so we're on top of the treasure. Hey, Hey, ain't this right above the treasure? Oh, look, there aren't any lasers above it. There's quite a large hole in their security. But what do? Jump down to retrieve it?
And
We wouldn't be able to get out if we did that, though. Look up. Ah, crane. Crane with a hook. Didn't we see something earlier that looked like it could be a set of controls for that crane? Let's go back and check it out. That is a good idea, Morgana. You're full of them. Boop.
Joker.
It looks like this is it. Joker, give it a try. So if we pull this lever... Okay. Alright. Full on Ocean's 11. I'm digging it. Stop, stop, stop. They'll notice if you keep that up. Get back up here. Go, go, go. Okay, so we knock the lights out. Somebody goes on the crane. It could be useful. Do you plan on descending on that hook? Would they not spot you the moment you were lowered down? No, not necessarily. There's something I can do to make sure that doesn't happen. Use the darkness? Exactly, that's our Joker. Oh, right. We were able to turn the lights off over in that other control room.
Hold a moment.
Only for a few seconds, though. There wouldn't be enough time to make it all the way here.
I've got a good idea.
That's why we're gonna split up the tasks and work together to pull off this heist. One person will shut off the crane, or one person will shut off the power, one person will lower the crane, and I'll grab the treasure. You sure that's gonna work? Seems like they'd realize what's going on at some point. Sometimes bold moves have the greatest payout, unless someone has a better idea. Sounds good to me. Well said, Joker. You understand what being a Phantom Thief really means. Alright, it's settled. Our infiltration route is secured. You gotta be kidding me. Now then, it's our time for the calling card. I do not want to exit quite yet, because like I said, I still need to go fight that boss, so I will cut to that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I think I found a strategy that worked for this, and this is something that I had tried in a bunch of previous ones, and for whatever reason, like, it just didn't work. What I'm doing is I'm having Joker inflict Forget on this enemy, and then basically that means that it can't use a skill. Everybody else has attacks that can down it, so I get 3 all-out attacks per, like, full party rotation, and then when it comes back around to Joker, I can just cast Makajama? Makaja. All the spell names are so goofy, I can never pronounce them. That inflicts Forget, and then with Morgana, sometimes I just guard, or heal. There were a couple times where I had to heal, and it just works out like that. So that's what I did. I've played around with Sleep, I've played around with Forget. Forget seemed to be the one that worked the best. I don't know if that's because of Saki Mitama. I don't know if that's because Swap Ho is super low level, and that's how I was using with Joker to put it to sleep, or sometimes, for whatever reason, like the party turn order has shifted. Sometimes it'd be Joker, enemy, and then on. Sometimes it would be Joker on enemy. This time it's Joker, Morgana, then the enemy. I don't know what's going on with the turn order, but with that out of the way, I finally finished this freaking fight. For some reason, it took forever. We got a couple level ups and a new skill. Captain Kidd gets Rampage. Light physical damage to foes 1 to 3 times. Fortunately, I finally got this freaking Will Seed. I don't really need the SP recovery. I'm pretty sure it restores SP. But with that out of the way, that should be the entirety of the palace. Thank God. And we should get the fun little animation of the skull spinning. I'm just going to fast forward. We've already seen it. It's kind of a long animation. We get the Crystal of Vanity. So if we go into our inventory and go to equipment, I'm going to put this on Yusuke because he doesn't have anything else right now. Brush of Vanity. Nullifies weaknesses. That's very good. How did I forget that was that good? I know, sometimes I just kind of forget about the Will Seed accessories, I guess. Because this is just not something that I remember until I get there, but... With that out of the way, let us go back to the entrance. I think there's a few more things to do. We're talking. Voice acting? Maybe? Nope, we're going to the Velvet Room.
Inmate,
Seem to be doing well, inmate.
come inside.
We have an important matter to discuss regarding your rehabilitation. Okay, alright. Looks like a new ritual. Maybe talk to Igor. What do we got?
There you are, inmate. Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the electric chair, used to sacrifice personas and transmutate them into high-level items. Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned. Work hard for it, inmate.
Alright, well, we got a new ritual. It is the electric chair. Basically, you sacrifice a persona, you get a skill card. That's the gist of it. It's nothing super crazy. I'm gonna fuse some personas, and the first thing that I'm going to fuse is I'm gonna use this Regent. What do I want to use this on? Oh, I'm not high enough for Shikioji. That's awkward. That's okay. Nikomata, we could do that. It's level 17. That'd be good. I will get into this bio later. There's a better time for it. That would be great. So that strengthens skills that target all enemies. Yes, please. Actually, I don't want to do all of those. Let's do the ones that we don't really have. So let's fuse that. So this is why Treasure Demons are so good for fusion, because you get all these amazing skills. So I'm going to get that, and I'm going to fuse a few more things, and I'll be right back. So I also fused Matador, also fused on Moriki. So I left because I needed Amano Uzume, so Yusuke says, "Is something wrong? You appear to be lost in thought." Yeah, to everybody else, it looks like we're just standing around. Excellent, no problems at all. Shall we get going? So I need to go capture an Amano Uzume, so I'll be right back. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and itemize a Makami to get a Fry skill card. And what that does is it allows us to put that Fry skill card on Amano Uzume, and that will fulfill one of the twins' requests. So this is what happens. God, it's so brutal. When you itemize a persona, they get shocked in the electric chair, and out pops an item. You'll need different things depending on which item you want to get. So, like, you'll need blank skill cards for that. You'll need black rocks for the accessories, and so on and so forth. So I am going to go ahead and go into my equipment. No, I need to go to items. Fry, put that on Amano Uzume. And it just pops there. You don't have to replace a skill with it. Just kidding, you do. I was thinking of other accessories like with On and whatever, but we can talk to the wardens. And check status on labor. And it is indeed an Amano Uzume with Fry. Our assignment is done.
Very well.
It is commendable that you have chosen to work so diligently towards your rehabilitation. I guess at least you've got the will to work. Come on, of course we do. Don't give me that smug attitude. This is your duty, inmate. That said, you have completed the task surprisingly easily. That's what happens when you have a guide.
Yeah.
You might actually be worth our time after all. Justine, tell him his next task. It's on that list, correct? Indeed. Now then, I will assign your next task. Be aware that the tasks on this list will increase in difficulty as we go. Are you prepared? Sure, let's go. How admirable. Feels like my bond is growing deeper with them. It is, and we get strength rank 2. No upgrades this time. That's okay. Once again, we would like to bestow a new privilege upon you. However, it is exceedingly powerful. We ask that you fulfill another task before receiving it. Life isn't gonna just hand you success.
Farewell.
Now, I will assign you your next task. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Come on, hit me with it.
Now.
Try to harbor a Flauros with Tarukaja within you. You only need to speak with us once you get it. Got it? A Flauros with the skill Tarukaja. We'll do that a little bit later.
It is time, inmate.
And after that, that should be all we need to do. Let me just check my notes. Yes, that looks right. I'm going to go ahead and save just in case for whatever reason I need to come back in here. And we can go ahead and head on out.
What do you want
All right,
to do?
we've secured our route to the treasure. Let's get out of here. And are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Either way, let's steal it for sure. And I love doing that. It's so satisfying. All we need to do is send the calling card. And they'll let us decide when to send it. Of course they will. Why wouldn't they? So, keep in mind, sometime soon we will need 100,000 yen. You don't need it right now. Just something to keep in the back of your head. We will go to Mementos again, so you can always farm money there. We did great today, and yes, I am very, very tired. It's a long episode. All we have to do now is send the calling card. Alright, it's finally time. Now all we gotta do is decide when we're gonna do it. Shouldn't we talk to Yusuke about that first? Why? I mean, Madarame was his teacher. It's not our place to be deciding something like that. Oh yeah. Let's talk to him about it. Yeah, this problem's bigger than just the three of us. Anyway, how about we all meet up at the hideout? Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let me know when you want to meet up and I'll tell Yusuke.
Yo.
Another box came for us. This is the stuff from the home shopping channel. Blowtorch, dry ice, magneto coil. Yeah. And there's only one last thing, and I can feel my voice giving out just because this episode has been so long. But I'm going to save while in LeBlanc. Can never have too many save files, just in case. And let's finish. Does this finish up watching Bubbly Hills? I think it does. Yeah, this finishes it up, so let's watch it.
I still have feelings for you.
I guess if you're okay with the fact that I have a girlfriend, maybe we can work something out here.
It's a drama about the romantic hijinks in upscale Bubbly Hills. He can't date if he already has a girlfriend. Come on, dude. So we finished watching it, huh? Maybe learn a thing or two about charm. Yep. Get a couple points in charm. No rank up quite yet, but we are head turning.
Okay.
Let's return the DVZ soon, and I am very tired. So let's go to bed.